Yay! Hey everybody, welcome back to Kimball's Corner. I am Kimball. Rocky says we're live, so I'm gonna believe him. Today we're gonna do some art. Okay, super simple, cheap art supplies. We're pulling out the Crayola crayons. I have not used Crayolas, there they are, in so long. Am I in like the little corner too yet?
No.
No, we're saving that for later. It's a special treat. But before we get started, I was going to share with you something. Actually, no, maybe I'll share with later. It's like people can like come in. You know?
Exactly. No one's even here yet, as far as we know, because the comments still aren't popping up. I don't know how to get them to pop up.
This is the problem you have.
I don't know.
Not you. Anyway, so I'm going to work with Crayolas, and I'm using this sketchbook that I got from Grana, I think is how you say it.
All over the world.
And I'm pretty sure it was very inexpensive. I think I bought 3 of them. A small, medium, and large. Mm-hmm. And, ooh, look, I was playing with crayons right there. The crayons, it's a textured paper, so the crayons, how to put this? It's textured, so it picks up more pigment from the crayon, but it's not, like, the best paper, so it could, like, start tearing a little bit. We'll see. We'll see how rough I get with it. But anyway, with this, I used, like, my, it's not a heat gun, but my craft tool. It's like a hot gun.
Mm-hmm. A heat gun, got it.
Yeah, well, a warm gun. Anyway, so it made it like nice and melty, and I know it's nothing new. I just wanted to experiment with it. So I'll probably do a piece off camera and see if that works.
Yeah, we don't want to burn down the live stream.
Also, I just don't want a big melty crayon mess and people being like, what the hell am I watching?
By the way,
when
I was a kid, I had an electric blanket, and I put it on like setting 12, which was the hottest setting, and I fell asleep with probably this entire pack of crayons. And I woke up, and all the wax had melted all over me, and wow, that smell takes me right back to that moment. Anyway, back to you.
Oh no, I was so enthralled with your story. I thought I fixed my hair. Oh, it was just like up and it was stuck and I didn't like it.
Thanks, Nicki Minaj.
You're welcome. So I'm going to draw a picture. I think I'm going to draw a picture of our character Archer. And I think I'm going to draw a bird on his shoulder.
By the way, time changed here in the UK and not for everywhere else in the world, so this may be arriving at a different time than you were expecting because of that. Yeah. So apologies.
I think it's coming is it coming early?
Kimball's trying to be like, it comes early or comes later. I'm like, no, my brain can't. I'm sorry.
Well, because if it was yesterday, it'd be 6 p.m. right now. Let's get to some art. So I did swatches. Look at that. Responsible Kimball. Grid.
I made the grid.
I was just about to give you credit, you.
Oh my god, thank you.
Grid, brought to you by Rocky.
It looks great.
But all the drawing and, coloring. And...
The thing that's really interesting about this, though, is this paper he uses just like laser paper for printing, and the colors look completely different here versus on other paper. Can you show us the example, please? And
thanks for stealing all my glory and thunder. I was just about to talk about that.
Good job.
But I wanted to say, look, lost my total train of thought. But yeah, some of the colors, since this is just printer paper and it's not textured, the colors don't show up as vibrant. This is the paper I'm going to be working on. So I'm kind of fighting my battles here. Like, I don't know which battle I'm going to do. Because this one, lots of texture. I'm not a texture lover. This one is much smoother, which I like, but it doesn't pick up the colors as strong.
Yeah, look at the difference. Do you see that?
Like, the biggest difference especially is down here when you get to, like, the neons.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And it's not huge. It's just there is a noticeable difference.
But this is, like, when it comes to art supplies, I think a lot of people get discouraged, and a lot of it could be because of the paper they're using.
Oh, for sure. Also, Crayola, can we work on the white crayon?
Let me, example, please.
Well, I drew black marks to go over it with a white crayon. I got nothing. Nothing. So maybe just use it as a blender. I don't know if that's a good idea, though.
Maybe you use it on dark paper.
Well, that's why I did the black lines.
I don't know. Maybe it doesn't work on itself.
You know what? Hold on. Bear with. Do I have...
Sorry, guys. I can't read comments until I put the camera up. Sorry.
How embarrassing to be you right now. I don't think I have black paper in here, but I have dark blue, apparently.
Just do it on that page.
I'm going to... Stop yelling at me. Let's do this page. White...
Let's do an entire piece right now, real quick, just in like a minute.
I mean, okay, that's nice. It's nice enough.
Is it? Okay. I mean, it's okay.
Showing up more than it did on my little swatch page, okay?
Yeah, I think crayons don't draw on themselves very well. They just blend each other.
Well, no, it's not crayon, it's marker. Oh. It's just like an ink stain, whatever. I mean, that's fine. Let's compare that to like... It's got green on the end. To the color. Let's see if it's... So, that's a Prismacolor versus Crayola.
I mean, it's a crayon versus a color pencil.
I'm just saying professional versus kids. There's a difference in the pigment.
Is that a Prismacolor crayon?
No, it's a colored pencil.
Oh, okay.
Well, do I have... now we're really getting into it.
This is crazy. It's a full-on Crayola review at this point.
Where are my crayons at?
I don't know. Which one of your giant art drawers?
Shut up. Okay, I'm not using oil pastels because that's cheating. Maybe I don't have them up here. That's fine. We don't need them.
Well, we're all bored with that now.
I know, me too, the most. Get out of my way, you beautiful journal. Okay, let's just put you there now. You have any home? Sorry, everything's in chaos. We're starting the packing process and putting things up for sale.
Yeah.
Is anybody here? Should I start talking about things that I got?
You can start talking now. I'm sure people are here. I have no idea, but...
We got those.
Okay. That was from Aix-en-Provence?
Yes, from a nice gentleman named Philippe in his store called something Tavern. Basically, it's lapis lazuli. And then this is, I'm pretty sure it's moonstone, but it's close enough to opal. It's like fake opal. Those are like some of my birthstones.
You guys, wait till you see this store. It's insane. So in next week's video, it's going to be all about Aix-en-Provence.
Yeah, it's like a giant cabinet of curiosities.
It's one of the most interesting stores I've ever stepped into in my life. Incredible.
Did not come from there.
No.
So I went to, so a while ago I went to France, went into some bookstores, saw some gorgeous art books, didn't buy them because I was like, oh, I'll just order them on Amazon or find them in bookstores in like English because, I want to read them in English. Came back to the England and I couldn't find them. There was nothing. I couldn't even order them. I'd have to order them from that bookstore or from France and that was beyond way too expensive. So this time I'm like, I'm just going to buy them. I bought them for the artwork because I want to like try some different styles.
Let's see.
I just think they're very cute.
Super cute.
Very simple. And the story was like freaking adorable. I was like, oh my god, I love it. It's so cute.
Okay, great.
Adorable, right? Then I got this one. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because I don't need to be made fun of. I had enough of that in my life. Anyway, I might start doing some daily comics and just was looking for some inspiration / these are just adorable.
Kimball's a great comic book artist too. I don't know if you guys know this, but he's very talented.
Thank you for saying that. This one's really pretty. I don't know.
I think part of it is you haven't bought comic books or graphic novels in a very long time. And so I think you were just trying to get your fix.
Also, got a new coloring book. Could not resist. Actually, Rocky got it for me because he was like out on a work thing.
Technically, Octavia found it because we were in a rush. And
Thanks, Octavia.
I walked in to talk to someone at the counter to ask where it was. And she just took a beeline
She's like,
for where she thought they were. And she brought it back to me in like 10 seconds.
There were pictures. Anyway, it's storefronts, which I think is fun. There's only like 3 or 4 in here where I'm like, meh. And the rest are like, they look like a lot of fun. They look like they're from all over the world, so.
Fun.
Exciting. This I haven't opened yet, but adorable.
The thing is, you thought about doing your own version of this coloring book ages ago.
Oh my, I know, right?
What happened? You drew the cutest little, you did like 1 page that was adorable and then you just stopped.
What are you talking about?
You totally drew, anyway.
Like the house down the street? I drew some houses in the neighborhood. Anyway, then I got this, which I haven't opened yet, but it's a 3-parter. And I'm not going to open it now because I've talked on long enough. Let's get to the art. Oh my god, it's so heavy. Oh my god.
Those wrists. I thought you had enough work with those. Okay.
Rings. Okay, I love them, but they're going to distract me while I draw, so they're going to go there, and they're going to watch me. That's kind of creepy. Okay. Need the correct swatching page. Oh god, so you have to do both because I didn't name these ones because I was lazy. I'm like, oh no, I just use this. Now I have to use them both all the time.
Great.
I know, like my stories are flawless.
Sorry guys, there we go.
Where are you guys gonna go? They're gonna go over there.
Is that high enough?
You tell me. I organized these kind of. So.
Which side you're drawing on this side?
Yeah. Orange, yellow, green, blues, indigos, violets, neutrals, and colors that I thought I didn't like until I used them on different papers.
Okay, let's see how that goes. I want to make sure it's not in the way of your head.
Well, I do have a giant noggin.
Okay, I need to figure out, let's go ahead and connect your little camera. There you are. There's Kimball drinking. off camera.
It's coffee. You make it sound like I'm an alcoholic.
No.
No, no, I'm an alcoholic.
I need to figure out where the chat box is.
Okay, we're gonna sketch out something. So I need a light crayon, and crayons don't like to layer up on each other very much. So I have to be. I can't press hard. That's what I'm trying to say. And I usually go for like a mauvey color. There's a color called Mauvelicious. We're gonna use it. I think. Is it too dark? Oh my God, Kimball.
What happened?
Nothing.
Few.
Maybe I'll use Tickle. Is it Tickle Me Pink? Tickle Me Elmos. Oy. Oh my God. There we go.
Oh, I've got the chat back. Okay, we have some
Welcome
people
back,
here.
chat.
Chris's Cozy Corner says, "Good evening, boys. Still no kittens. LOL. Oh my gosh. When's she gonna pop?
Who can say?
Once you pop, you can't stop."
While we're chatting, I'm just gonna start sketching loosely what I think I'm gonna draw. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. PB says, "Hey."
Hey, yeah.
And Eric says, "Hello, boys. Red wine time."
You enjoy that, you nasty bitch.
Denise says, "Hello, Kimball and Rocky." Laura says, "Hey, guys."
Hiya.
Anytime someone writes, "Hey, guys," I have to say it like that. Hey, guys. Eric says, "Hello, all," and then says, "This tea do me think about Madonna's Material Girl." Oh, God, the Marilyn Monroe one.
It is. It's Marilyn wearing that pink dress. It was a prompt from Forever Ago that I did, and then I just put it on a shirt. So that's how that came into.
SK says, "Sparkle stars."
We love a good sparkle star.
PB says, "Is the stream stuttering, or is it my internet connection?" And then Eric says, "All normal here." PB says, "Darn it." Chris says, "It's a bit for me, too." It's still watchable, though. I think, yeah, the shutter speed looks like it's set to 12 or something, and I don't know why. No clue. But it's still workable. Wait,
we are never going to win in technology.
Well, the weird thing is this camera's fine. This one's all good. It's only mine.
This one?
Yeah, so I think it's a delay from the
Wi-Fi, yeah, because isn't that one hardwired? Sorry, my drink is sweating up a storm.
I think it's fine, though. It's just for the top-down camera, so as long as they can see the idea.
Just the one that,
I mean, I don't know how to fix it, so it is what it is.
It is what we move on. We cannot... Can you even see this? It's fine. It'll come in. It'll start taking shape soon. Crowns and crumbs, am I right?
Yeah.
So, Archer has some nice little eyes. Just up in his head, like most people.
What I can try to do next time is just connect the phone to the computer and see if that works. I don't know.
Why don't you do whatever you want?
Normal is a strange word for the guys, says Eric.
Let's see.
Let me see if...
We'll give him a little half smirky smile. Little lip.
Ooh. There it is.
So I'm gonna I kind of like to make the ears poke out. He doesn't have big ears, but I just think it's cute, so I do it.
PB says, "Let's say the cam works fine."
Okay.
Joshy Boy says, "Hello, boys."
Hello, Joshy Boy.
Oh, Joshy Boy, the art is calling.
Was it the art calling, or was it just, the witty conversation?
That was my Grindr notification. I'm not on Grindr.
I love that, somebody made a comment about that, and I was like, I had no idea. I'm not familiar with the Grindr. I mean, I know what it is, but...
We're so old-fashioned.
Well, I just have no need for it. Okay, so he does have earrings.
Eric says, "I use crayons to color my handmade candles."
Ooh, fun. Do you just, melt it in with it, or what? How does that work? Because I'm going to do some melty crayon art. I'm going to practice on my own, because that's one of those things I just don't want to embarrass myself doing in front of other people.
I know, you'd rather embarrass himself doing other things.
Yeah,
just putting your coffee in front of your camera.
Well, there's nowhere else to put it. Crayons, you guys. I have so many crayons over here. Is that better?
I mean, it's okay.
You can see all this. You're welcome.
There you go. Now it's acceptable.
It's like the shame corner.
It's just like, it's either going to be fully in or fully out. None of this, like, half in. We're talking about the drink. Eric says, a boy this time.
Yeah. He's boyish. I think we drew that on here.
PB says, for the third time, happy birthday, Rocky. Thanks.
How old are you, Mr. Burr?
I am 43. It reminds me of Patsy when she's like, I'm 42. 43. Going on 12.
Basically. So he has a mohawk kind of vibe. Obviously, it's blowing in the wind.
Timothy says, hello, gentlemen.
Hello. Oh, gentlemen. How very nice of you. Thank you for noticing.
Eric says, yes, melted in Kimball, it is wax.
Yeah.
We started watching Mid-Century Modern. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Cute. Didn't love the first episode. I was like, uh-oh. But I was... the first episode, everyone's trying to figure the characters out. And I don't know who the director was, but the second episode, you could definitely tell it was like, they know more about what they're doing. Like, it was like a big improvement, to me anyway. Oh, yeah, I need to look up a reference of a bird, because I don't draw birds. Who do I think I am?
Joshy Boy says, Kimball, I want to see it all. I don't know what we're talking about, but...
On the other channel.
Eric says, you are old, LOL.
Let's do bird profile.
Coloring View says, let me take notes. Hey, y'all.
Hey. I don't really want to draw like a colorful bird. We're just looking at birds for a hot minute.
In regards to our birthdays, I feel like Kimball is the one that always like checks things out first. So he turns the next stage first to make sure everything's fine, and then I join him.
Yep.
Once I know the coast is clear. But if he ever tells me like, hey, this isn't the vibe,
you need to stop right now.
I'm just gonna... If he's like, no, we have arthritis and like I have a dislocated spine, I'm like, well, I'm just gonna stay where I'm at right now.
Like, you think the house is creaking, but it's just me.
Sharon says, hello, my friends. I love Nathan Lane.
Hi. Me too.
SK says, bird reference, Raven.
Mm-hmm.
That's so Raven.
I mean, I typed in crow, but it's showing everything. I just need, like...
It's a blackbird I can see. Okay.
I see what you did there.
Eric says, have seen the full season already of Mid-Century Men.
I have not. No spoilers.
Well, maybe Eric has. Coloring View says cheaper than Neo 2's.
Much cheaper. I don't have the Neo 2 like pastels. I have the water soluble. Well, I have Neo 2's, the water soluble ones. Yeah.
Are the pastels the closest thing to crayons they have?
The Neo Colors original are they're like, I think they're an oil pastel. I'm just cropping this image down so it fits on my phone easier.
Nailed it.
Done. Okay. That's a bird. And
so nice.
How do I even really want the bird?
You love birds.
Well,
that click is me turning on the front and back mic, if you can hear it. It's not everything you do on the mic sounds like it's just right in your ear. In your ear.
It's not quite true to this bird. We're making it up now. It's an imaginary bird. I probably won't color it black. And then, his leg. We'll put like a couple of legs down there. Maybe something. Looked up a reference for that. You're welcome. I should give him a shirt. I never give my characters clothing. Why? We don't know.
Eric says he's not going to give you any spoilers, Kimball.
Thank you.
Joshy Boy says, I'm 50 and I like to kick. Eric says, 55 here and still a badass.
I believe it because I was there. I've seen... God.
Do you think you're going to be the same as you are until you're very old?
Me?
Yeah.
Probably.
You think you're going to change at all?
Become
more bitter?
More bitter?
Enraged.
I'm going to become sweeter and sweeter.
You're going to be like, get off my lawn, for sure.
I don't have a lawn, and I hope I never do.
Okay, well, maybe you'll just be...
But I'll just be like, keep it down! Because, sensitive ears. Okay,
all these youngins with their music.
Yeah. Okay. Shush it.
He'll be fine. You're going to be friends with a bunch of younger people. They're all going to think you're I'm trying to think of like a non explicit way to say that. They're going to think you're the bomb. How's that?
Wouldn't want to describe me that way in an airport.
No, for sure. PB says, I'm 41. The Dutch standard for middle-aged is 40. The British standard is 45, if I'm correct.
I have no idea.
I think it's about time for a midlife crisis, y'all. Let's go. Let's go!
Let's see.
What do you guys think about midlife crisis, by the way? Do you think they're real, or do you think people are just, like, trying to discover more about who they are because they're done with the man?
Or maybe they're just so comfortable at that stage in life that they are trying things they were too scared to try before.
That's true. Eric says, the only lawn Kimball gonna get is the cemetery.
And even then, I may not. I mean, just burn me, put me in an urn, spread me, smash me into a diamond, whatever.
Chris's Cozy Corner says, I'm 44. I am the crisis. That's so funny. I'm down. Life's about experiencing.
I drew this eye too far that way, so correct it a little bit if we can. Does Archer have gold eyes? I think he does. I can't remember.
We're going to need the character sheets.
They're too far away.
You guys, I had to put some stuff on Facebook Marketplace today. I don't know why. I feel like if I ever end up in purgatory, it's going to be something to do with Facebook Marketplace and trying to sell things. And then people being like, is it available? And I'm like, yeah.
So annoying.
And then they just don't respond over and over again. I think that's going to be my hell. Or like someone from Indonesia writes me and says they want to buy my treadmill. I'm like,
can you deliver it?
And then they look like they're 12, and when I write, where do you live? I'm in Aylesbury, and you have to come pick it up. They just write, what condition is it in? Even though the condition's listed in the listing. I'm like, okay, bye. And I just delete them. Has anyone else had this experience with Facebook Marketplace? Is it just me? I feel like I could do a whole blog about it.
I hate it.
Eric says, my whole life is a crisis. Sharon says, that's a secret to staying young, is to be around a diverse group of people and ages. Keep learning and growing. Shakaroony, I'm 74. Yay!
Wow. Fabulous.
I think 70s is a really interesting age. I'm very interested to know what it's going to be like once we get there.
I mean, honestly, I think every decade's interesting because you go through so many things through every decade. Like, obviously when you're a kid, whatever. But then you go through teens, that's when, like, the changes start happening. And then your 20s, you're trying to start figuring yourself out, and you're like, oh my god, everyone else has their stuff figured out, so, like, why don't I? Or I've already got mine, why doesn't everyone else? And then, you start comparing yourself to everybody, and that's horrible. Don't compare yourself to people.
Chris's Cozy Corner says, I had someone want me to pay for a van to deliver a sofa I was giving away for free. And Timothy says yes, with an exclamation point. And then Eric says, Facebook Marketplace is shit.
Yeah.
And then PB says, Kimball, do you really want to try the alcoholic beverage in France? You seemed very hesitant.
It's fine. I just really don't like the taste of alcohol. And that drink would have been really tasty if it didn't have the alcohol in it.
Yeah, it was like 43%. I've never had alcohol like that before.
But it was like, you could taste all the fruits and like herbs and stuff. It was really tasty, but the alcohol just overshadowed the whole thing. But yeah, not an alcohol fan. But it was just a sip. If it was a whole glass, I'd be like, oh, that's a waste. I'm gonna throw that away. Ba-dum-bum-bum.
MJ says, I will never sell again on Facebook Marketplace. A lot of squirrels out there.
Oh,
there's a lot of scams, for sure.
It's like, how else do you get rid of your crap that we can't keep?
Yeah, we just have large items I can't take to the boot sale. Everything else I can just take to a boot sale, that's fine, but...
We have wardrobes and treadmill and other things.
SK says, I definitely wallow in mine right now. 42 and decided to finally grow out my hair to Jonathan Brandis.
Ooh, oh, Jonathan Brandis. Yes. Childhood crush. Let's see. Let's pick like a lighter color for the line work on the like lit parts. Tan, maybe?
Eric says you need vodka of 70 proof, boys, and become men. I can drink so much vodka, by the way. Nothing.
I've had a lot of alcohol. I just don't like it. I think it's disgusting.
A lot? Have you had a lot? Does Zima count? Wine coolers, Kimball?
I've had different. I don't mean a lot at once. I mean I've tried a lot of different
varieties.
Things. Right? Yeah. It all tastes like crap to me.
Kimball and I tried to be sophisticated. We tried to get into like wine and stuff like that. We're like, we'll have wine and cheese boards.
And I'm all like, get rid of the wine. And you dump the wine in the stew and.
Basically, I love cooking with wine.
Right.
Like certain wines, it tastes really delicious.
Yeah.
What's that? Is it the Christmas pasta we do from Giada that has the...
It's from Rachel.
Rachel, so good.
Yeah. It's called Christmas pasta because it's like all the stuff that they don't have at Christmas or something. I don't remember.
Chris's Cozy Corner, forever heretofore known as CCC, C squared,
I'm not gonna
says, unrelated question for Kimball. When you see lose weight, or when you see you lost weight, did you get a cold? I'm absolutely freezing right now and heating is at 21.
Yes. Not so much now, but when I was losing weight, I was freezing all the time. My hands were like ice. It was crazy. But like when we went swimming, when we went to Bangkok, because I haven't gone swimming in a very long time, I started freezing after like 30 seconds in the pool.
And it used to be the opposite. Kimball was like, you're such a lightweight, blah, 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 to me. And now I can stand it way more than he can for whatever reason.
Yeah, I was just like, I have to get out. I'm going to die of hypothermia. So...
Timothy says, I had better luck selling on the Nextdoor app. I might have to look into that.
Yeah.
Joshy says, are you fellas selling everything?
Just selling a lot of things.
Just our souls.
Because we did 2 quotes for the movers, and one was with everything, and one was getting rid of all the large furniture, and it was only like £200 difference. So we're like, we're not going to buy new stuff when we move. We would rather we'll just take it all.
And then if we need to sell it once we're in the new place, we can do that.
Yeah.
Eric says, we have beers here of 12% and going in like water. Probably drinking like water, maybe. Chris C squared says, I miss my insulation and my ass hurts when I sit on it. I miss the padding.
Yes.
That's my problem. I have to sit in really weird positions because I edit for so many hours. And so Kimball will walk in and I look like I'm a piece of artwork that he crumpled up and tried to throw in the garbage.
Yeah. Also, like, I don't know how Rocky sits on the floor, like the hardwood floors. I'm like, no, it hurts my ankles, hurts my butt, hurts everything.
It doesn't feel great.
Yeah, I'm just like, no, God, I miss the padding. My little...
You mean when I'm doing stretches?
My little cushion, yeah.
Well, I put a pillow down under my foot.
Well, still. Whatever.
Eric says, Kimball is always cold and Rocky is freezing. Have seen in Bradeen.
True.
I'm totally not saying that right.
True.
MJ says, when are you going to tell where you're moving to? I was hoping to do it last week. So here's the skinny, okay?
We're waiting on paperwork.
Mostly. I'm waiting to know for sure that it's happening before I say anything. Because my grandma taught me not to count my chickens before they've hatched.
Yeah, well.
So I'm just waiting for this last thing, and it's just taking forever. So once I have it, I will officially tell everyone. I've already filmed a video for Patreon, and I will be filming a separate video for YouTube as well to like announce and answer any questions people have, because I'm sure people have questions. But I just need I need the paperwork to like be able to confidently, because I don't want to be like, we're doing this, and then suddenly for some reason we can't. Do you know what I mean?
And if we can't, then we're in trouble because we got a lot of stuff already like in motion.
Yeah, it's because of the phasing of how things go. Like we couldn't wait for this to happen. We had to start everything. So like movers are booked. We have accommodation. We like everything is done. It's just this last thing.
Yeah, for the order of the visa to work, a lot of stuff had to be done in advance. But it's like they won't do our visa yet, so we're just waiting. It's so fun.
So anyway, sorry. I really did not want it. I thought it was going to happen a week after I announced the first time, but no. It's just taking forever.
It really is. And it's kind of stressing me
out.
I
should have just not said anything, but people kept asking anyway because they saw we were like moving stuff a lot, and I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. Plus, it's just keeping secrets. Too much work.
I mean, we're keeping a secret now, technically.
I've almost spilled the beans at least 5 times.
I guess either way, even if it like doesn't work out, I'll still need to explain, but whatever. We've made our decision, now lay in it. Eric says, by the way, have lost 15 kilo. That is 30 pounds.
That is a lot.
Congratulations, that's pretty awesome.
That is awesome.
I hope it was intentional, like you wanted to lose it.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that's...
Eric says, I'm always hot, so summer is hell for me.
I used to really hate the heat, but it's gotten better. Just a little bit. Because, we don't have AC, so you kind of have to deal with the summers here. And
yeah.
Makes it a little... just knowing that there's no other option makes it tolerable.
Does this camera work for everything? Oh, it does. Okay. The OBS platform is so bizarre. It's what I stream this stuff through, and it just behaves so weird.
Yeah. Let's do a little fuchsia. Fuchsia.
Kimball, have you seen The Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs yet?
I haven't. I don't go to theaters.
Are you excited for the controversy?
I don't know. Everyone always just hates everything now, so... I've heard good things, I've heard bad things about it. Like, I don't really care. A lot of people don't like the actress. A lot of people don't like... Well, either... I don't know. A lot of people don't like a lot of stuff about it, so... I will just watch it when I watch it and move on from there. Although, I think we're not going to have a TV when it comes to streaming, so that's going to be very annoying.
Dude, this CAPTCHA is like, select everything with a bus, select everything with motorcycle, but it like takes up most of the screen, so I'm like, do I select the little tiny part of the bike that's in the other frame?
I hate that. And it's like, you're a robot! You're crazy!
You know what I'm talking about? Like,
I know what you're talking about. Anyway, crazy. Let's look for another color up. We'll go with tan. That's not tan. Let's see, I'm going to want to use peach. We're going to want some apricot. We're going to want some tan. All right. What you doing with the CAPTCHA anyway?
I needed to log into Buy Me a Coffee because I have to open it to see if anyone actually donates, because it doesn't, if someone like donates to Buy Me a Coffee, it doesn't announce it in YouTube, and I like to know that if someone's doing it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It is nice to say thank you when people are kind.
Oh my gosh, for sure.
Highly recommend being a good person.
Did you... Okay.
This is so weird. I'm not used to coloring with crayons. I'm not used to like layering up. I'm used to just pressing hard and getting it done.
C squared says, I've lost 11 stone or 70 kilograms.
Woo!
I could just call it Chris. Timothy says, it's not the heat, it's the humidity.
I feel like the humidity keeps my skin nice, but like I was used to LA, like drier heat, like Idaho, where we grew up. So that's, I don't know, I guess. I think I liked drier heat, but now I think I like a little humidity, but not a lot, because I don't like feeling like I'm sweating all the time. Gross.
Eric says the weight he lost is because his health is getting better after beating the big K, and that's not the big Kimball, it's the other big. PB says, great job, Chris. Do your best to keep it that way.
Yes.
That reminds me of Patsy when she's like, have a look inside that drawer and try to keep it that way. I really miss AbFab.
Yeah, me too.
There's so many old shows. I'm like, oh, if only.
It's so funny because my brother watched it when I think I was like 12 or 13 when I first saw it. And I didn't really get it because, British humor and all of it. Also, it was just starting in the middle of the episode or like in the middle of the season. I was like, what? Who are these people? Like, why is this funny?
Also, some things are just funnier as you grow and you have more life experience.
Yeah, you can relate to some of the characters better. Because, 13-year-old can't really relate to anybody in that show.
Eric says, Kimball's figures are always a lot of hairspray. That is a lot of hair. And then Elliot says, hi, peeps. And then Sharon says, Kimball, were you formally trained as an artist?
Was not. I did some art classes in high school and junior high and high school, and that was it.
He traced a lot of comic books.
I started out tracing when I was like 12, 13, because like I wanted to be like the greats. And then...
Meaning like J. Scott Campbell and Michael Turner.
Michael Turner, yeah, like all the people. But like, then I found my own style, so I would look off of their artwork to still figure out how to draw, because I wasn't good at anatomy, and I didn't, as a little kid, I didn't have like an anatomy class. Probably couldn't go to a live drawing at that age. So I would, look at comic books, and that's why my anatomy is also skewed. Like, I don't care that it's not accurate, because I'm not trying to teach anybody anatomy. But once I figured out my own style, I would still look at their work, and I would draw the same image just in my style to compare to make sure that I was standing out and not like I wasn't just redrawing their artwork already. So that took a while, many years, but
you had a natural style when I met you though.
Yeah, I do go through phases for sure.
Yeah.
Like right now I'm doing the whimsical phase, also like my cute little chibi, not anime, but like they kind of look like that phase. And then I'll probably go back into drawing comics again someday. Just, I don't know. It's more fun doing like cutesy styles right now.
Kimball's just never had like a firm outlet for, I need to move this a bit, sorry. Like what to do with his talent. So it's like he knows how to do all these things, but he's always struggled with like what platform to put them on, or like, I don't know how to explain.
Me either. That's why I go nowhere with my art. I just like to share it with you all, and we have fun, and it's fun and simple and good times, I hope, anyway.
Eric says Kimball is formally trained to be cynical. That's very true. Sharon says great natural talent.
Oh, thanks. I mean, a lot of work. You know, I'm glad it's... I hate it when people say, oh, you're gifted. Like, no. Thousands upon thousands, tens of thousands of drawings.
I think you're naturally passionate.
Yeah.
Is what it is. It's like if you're passionate, you'll keep doing it. Like our friend Joelle, for instance, has I don't know how many crates full of drawings she had when we were in high school.
Yeah, who knows?
Insane. But I mean, that's why she's so amazing. It's like the more you do something, the better you get at it. Usually.
Yeah. But I mean, also, hopefully you're having fun while you're doing it, because if not, that could be a bummer.
Do you have fun while you're doing it?
Yeah, like I'm enjoying this. The only thing, like I feel pressured because I feel like I need to be a little entertaining with the artwork, because like if people are like watching the art, I don't want them to get bored. But also, I also want it to turn out, which is also something that I put a lot of pressure on myself for.
Yeah, Kimball would much prefer to just do art on his own without anyone even knowing.
I just remember in high school, people like stand and watch me work, and I'm all like, "What are you doing? Go away!" And now here I am.
But you do. It would be. I think any artist does want some kind of validation for their work too.
Like, it's nice when I'm done and somebody's like, oh, that's really well done. Good job. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Like, I like that. But, like, I don't know. Being watched when I was younger, now it's fine. But, like, when I was younger, it was like, oh.
Kimball loves to be watched.
No.
Timothy says, did you ever see the British show One Foot in the Grave? Hilarious.
I don't think I have.
Might need to watch that.
I don't know if I've heard of that.
Eric says, second glass red wine, 12.5%.
My God, I must be going slow if you're already on your second glass.
Oh, Chris says, I lost weight because of my migraines make me throw up, and my migraine medication either make me sleep or puke. Not the best way to lose weight. Wouldn't recommend it.
I'm sorry, that sucks.
Eric says, bored of Kimball? Never.
Thanks.
I was just editing the tour of our Airbnb in Aix-en-Provence, and I was laughing so hard at Kimball's little...
I don't know what he's talking about because I didn't watch it. I don't even remember.
His tour, oh my God. You're so funny. I don't even, like, realize how funny you are until I'm editing, and I'm like, how do I not realize this when it's happening? Like,
I think you're more focused on getting the footage, the image, the crop right, you know, all that stuff. Like, you can't fully pay attention to what I'm doing.
Well, no, it's like I know you're funny. Like, I know we're funny, but I just live with it every day. But when I watch it back on a screen, it takes me out of our relationship.
I just live with it every day. Like,
well, you know what I mean? Though?
Hilarious.
Like, when you watch something on TV,
right,
you see it objectively from the point of view of someone else experiencing your life. So it's like, maybe not fully, but just a little bit more. So it just makes me laugh even harder. And then everything I do, I think is annoying.
I didn't want to
I just keep them in anyway, because otherwise we'd only have you just being snarky the entire time.
That's true. I love how somebody asked how much of our stuff was like pre-planned or fake or written, scripted, something like that.
Planned.
And I was like, oh, sweetie, you can't plan this. This is a mess.
Eric says, Rocky, do you speak more French now? No.
In a word, no.
If I studied it for like a month or so, I'd probably pick up a lot of what I had lost, but I just don't have time. I used to spend like 2 hours a day studying French. I really did. I would do an hour in the morning, an hour in the evening, and I loved it. It was a lot of fun, but it was a huge time commitment, and that was before I did the channel. So, those are 2 hours I need to do things. Because as it is right now, I don't even have enough time to like make content for Patreon right now just because of my work, like my regular work and YouTube. So I'm trying to really focus my energy on like, I'm trying to be very mindful of what I do with my time. So, like, today I took a 2-hour nap, for instance.
Baby was tired.
I was up till late last night, though.
But see, it's so funny. She's like, I stayed up late and I got this done, but I'm like, then you lost 2 hours.
I know, Kimball.
Like, your logic makes no sense to me, but
I get that you're through the day.
I just get that you're more creative at night.
Well, it's not even that. It's like, I did stay up late, but then I was sitting downstairs with Kimball, and I was like, oh, we could just go up and lay on the bed together and just have, like, some time together, because it's Sunday. I deserve it. I deserve a day without doing something. And then I got sleepy. And I fell asleep with my hand under Kimball's butt, but whatever.
Yeah, I was like, great, now I can't move. I don't want to wake him up.
And the first thing he did when I woke up is he checked to see if I drooled on him.
That's right. He didn't.
Maurice says, new show, Living with Kimball.
That would be... Rocky and I had talked about it, not like for serious, but like we're like, can you imagine if like there were just hidden cameras?
And I don't think it would be as funny, though.
I don't know if I would tone myself down because I'd be so self-conscious, but I do a lot of weird crap around this house without being filmed. Rocky's caught me sometimes, like, filming, and he'll show you, like, how random I can be, but...
Yeah, you have to not know you're being filmed in order for, like, your authentic self to be...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, give me some music while I'm cooking, and I'll just go to town. And then I found out that, like, when you're outside looking in, when it's dark outside and I have the lights on, you can see everything. Crystal clear. So I'm like, how many of my neighbors have seen me, like, going crazy dancing in the kitchen? How embarrassing.
I have an entire Patreon video I'm ready to edit for just moments I captured of you when we lived in Baltimore and you didn't know I was filming.
Oh my god.
Hilarious. Oh my god. Groundbreaking.
Give me a for instance if you can recall one.
Just you, like, singing random things and doing weird hand movements, and like you think I'm asleep, but you come in to like put laundry away, and you're just doing all sorts of random things. Just like it goes on and on. You
know what's a shame is that when I'm not being filmed, I can actually come up with like some pretty funny and clever lyrics to like random songs. But then when you like ask me to put them on the spot, I'm all like,
That's a lot of people though.
I know. It's terrible. Don't ask me to think quickly. It's too much work.
Do you still have contact with the crepes guy? Henry?
Oh, Henri? No. I thought you were talking about the guy from Paris, and I'm like, have they seen that? Because there was a guy in Paris that made us a giant crepe too, and it was like, Kimball loves Rocky in Paris, or something like that. It was very cute.
That was before vlog days.
Yeah. He was lovely. He just redid his restaurant, so that was cool. All right, let's put some pops of color
Eric says, yesterday, gone out till 7 this morning and drunk like a teenager. It was fun. Chris says, would you need to learn a new language for where you're moving to?
Not necessarily, but we could.
Maurice says, do you guys still have contact with the crepes guy? We already read that. We already did that one.
No, we don't.
Eric says, we don't have closing times here for bars and pubs. Oh, really? Interesting.
Well, that's...
Do they stay open 24/7? Like, what's happening?
Or do they just kind of close whenever they want?
Could be. Eric says, we need a Kimball fan club. Eric, you can be the founding father of the Kimball fan club. You can make all the merch. You can keep all the profits. Amy Travels with Color says, hi, everyone. You're so talented. High five.
Thank you.
Thanks, Amy.
That was a high five, not a slap in the face.
And depending on what you want.
Well, I mean... Who am I?
You never know. Maurice says, is the guy you're drawing from the boy C as well?
No, he's a character that we made up. His name is Archer. Oh, I forgot his, he has a spiral scar on the sides of his head.
It's gonna be a little
which
hard.
You can't really see. I need to do like a darker pink. What do we got? A violet red. Just a little subtle something. There were scars that he had tattooed over.
Amy puts the laugh crying face, and it could either be because she's laughing or because you slapped her and now she's crying. I'm not sure.
We don't know. We like a mystery, though. Life is... Oh, that's so uneven. We don't care, though. A mystery.
That's a bad day for the tattoo artist.
Okay, so...
It was a birthmark, right?
It's been things. It's been a birthmark. It's been a scar. It's been a tattoo. Let me just combine them all.
Great.
Or maybe it was a birthmark, yeah, that he had tattooed to, like, cover it up. Anyway, I need a dark red. The darkest one I have is the metallic red. Do I really want glitter in his hair? Probably. It's minor, though.
Eric says I can keep all the profits. It's only a matter of time before you have a fan club, Kimball. There's probably going to be like a Rocky fan club where everyone hates you, and there's going to be a Kimball fan club where everyone hates me, and there's going to be one where everyone loves us both, and life can't exist without us. There's going to be like everything.
It's not K-pop. Calm down.
There's going to, like, remember, because we watched Tyler and Todd, if you guys know, they're like gay vloggers as well, and there's definitely sites out there that
like one more than the other.
Yeah, or they're just like, they try to spill all this like controversial stuff about them.
Oh, yeah. How much they really made.
I'm just like, calm down.
What they're really doing. I'm like, oh my gosh.
We can't just let each other live our lives, okay? We have to like break everyone down into like celebrity status. I'm like, literally, we're just filming videos and putting them on YouTube.
Yeah.
Maurice says, does he have a name or is it Camille again? His name is Archer.
'Tis Archer.
Chris says, I just had a flashback to my childhood. The first fan club I was a member of was the Beano. Yeah. I had a Nasher badge and everything. I thought it was so cool. What the hell's Beano?
There'll be no questions.
Marie says, love Tyler and Todd.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. We love them.
Eric says, nope, Kimball K-pop sucks. It's gay pop.
I love K-pop. How dare you, but also thank you.
Maurice says, I feel very cheap.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
We actually have those those bins that he was taking a bath in. That's what we use to move every time we move.
Mm-hmm.
They're so handy and versatile. Although ours would probably leak at this point because we've had them like 26 years.
Yeah, something, yeah.
Maurice says, Archer.
My Maurice. An Archer is an artist. Originally the comics started in Southern California. They were going to be going to an art college. And then we moved to Portland, Oregon. So it took place there, which was much easier and much more eccentric. Made for some great drawing. I wonder where... I have a few pages drawn out. I wonder where they are.
Eric says, I dear everything.
I dear.
PB says, did you buy fake spider or spider underwear yet? No, not yet.
Hell no. I ain't gonna. You crazy.
No, I think it's for me to scare you.
No. Gross.
I can find funnier things to do to Kimball that don't involve me getting punished.
Yeah.
I can't think of what they are, but they just come up.
Let's see. Do I want a salmony pink? What pinks do we
What would
got?
happen if you just put the hot thing on him right now? Would it all just melt, or would it just get hot and then dry again?
If I didn't touch it, it would melt down a little bit. It would just turn shiny, really.
His crust can't be broken, darling.
But if I, touched it while it was hot.
What are we talking about?
Exactly. It would smear and smudge.
Are Crayolas non-toxic?
I would hope so, but also
It doesn't say on here. Usually it says non-toxic in big letters, but it's been removed. Let's see. Did you know that Crayola is a Hallmark company? A Hallmark company, Kimball. I didn't even know Hallmark had anything other than cards.
Oh, they've got a channel, Rocky.
Oh my god.
The Hallmark channel.
Made in the good old US of A. Let's see what else they've got.
Oh yeah, I bought them at Columbia Art in New York.
Whoa. Can we just, you guys, have you met Tip? Okay, we're gonna move that. Okay.
Why did it have to be red?
I'm just saying. Maybe you've noticed this funny crayon character popping up on Crayola products. So just who is this guy anyway? Well, Tip, as we like to call him, is more of a spirit than a person. In fact, he so loved the creative energy in kids that he decided to take the form of a Crayola crayon back in 1903. Hey, that's just when the first Crayola crayon was rolled out.
Wait, I'm sorry. It's supposed to be a person? That is creepy. Like, oh, hi, I'm a grown man, and now I'm a crayon, and your children are playing with me. Gross. Gross.
Kimball, don't judge Tip.
Think it through before you come up with your backstory.
It's just the tip, Kimball.
Just think things through.
Coincidence? I think not.
Icky.
This does have an actual crown sharpener on the back side of it, which is kind of interesting. It says, peel back crayon wrapper before sharpening crayon.
Yeah, see, Rocky, this is what they want. They want you to stick just the tip in.
Exactly. For the perfect Crayola crayon tip every time.
Just wrong. Crayola. Alright. That's good enough. I need like a really, really pale pink, and I don't have it. Okay, you know what? Let's try the white and see if it'll kashmudge anything, or if it's just going to be like, no, I'm worthless.
And he wasn't a man taking the shape of a crown. He was a spirit who loved the creative energy of children and decided to take the shape of a crown so it can help them be creative, Kimball.
Okay, you're forgetting. I take it all back.
But it doesn't say non-toxic, so don't eat your crowns.
Well, if it's made with, what is it, paraffin wax?
Oh.
I mean, don't eat our supplies.
It says the 96 box expands on the already bursting Crayola palette with 32 additional colors.
This is doing nothing. Just, where does the red go? Or the white? Okay. All right, let's pull in. I don't want to pull in black. I'm so scared. Maybe I'll pull in a dark purple. What color is that? Blue violet. Blue violet. Where, oh, where can you be? Not you. Oh my god. Why are they all just dark?
We've got some comments, sorry.
Plum.
Chris's Cozy Corner says it was a comic book.
The crayon guy?
I don't know. Eric says, yeah, the spider bulge. Talking about the spider underwear. The comments are a little behind, sorry. Mike says, hello, fellas.
Hi.
And then Maurice says, kind of feel like Archer is a little brother to Storm of the X-Men.
Well, I mean, it's just a mohawk, but I see it.
PB says, doesn't Kimball like tarantulas? They seem so nice and soft.
You disgusting.
Norman says, hi guys, by coincidence, my partner works for Crayola, and we must have thousands of them in my studio. Can you suggest some other type of art medium to use with so many crayons?
I have no idea. I know that, like, paint pens go well on top of them if you have a light hand. But, yeah, I haven't used crayons in forever, so this is kind of all new for me. Also, I want to try using heat to, like, make them melted more, I don't even know what the word is. Oh, this is good. This is working.
Chris says, thank you, Rocky. There go my snacks for this evening, because she can't eat her 96 box of crayons.
Good. You'll feel better in the morning.
And then Eric says, everything with a hole is delicious. Rocky's talking about donut holes. What else?
I do like a delicious donut.
How long has it been since you had donut holes?
I'm thinking a donut in general. When was the last time I had a donut?
Remember donut holes, like the little middle part that was just,
Do you remember donut holes? They were like part of my life.
Are they even here in the UK, though? Do they have that? Is that a thing?
They probably just call them something else. Well, it got real quiet.
I'm trying to figure out why the shutter speed is so low on that camera. It must just be the way it's connecting to the continuity camera.
Why is it changing every week, though?
Don't ask me. It's so inconsistent.
All right, that added a little depth that we needed for that hair. I need a sip. I don't know about you all, but it's been a while.
Sebastian Agner gave
Sebastian.
£10 on our Buy Me a Coffee 18 minutes ago. Sebastian, are you here? Can you hear us? Come through, Sebastian.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Sebastian, can you hear me?
He probably can if he is near you.
He could also have been watching the YouTube video because I have the mention of it there.
Oh. Let's use a very dark brown for eyelashes, and then we can add some blues or something. Oh, no, let's just do a dark blue. Why not?
Kimball, how do you feel every time someone donates to Buy Me a Coffee?
Well, I can't think about it because I get all, like, verklempt. So I'm just like, thank you. And then I move on because you've all seen me get teary-eyed. There was that one time where I basically started crying. I was like, oh, my God, you guys. Because it was like, someone donated, and they're like, everybody else do it. And then everyone started donating, and I was like, oh, my God. And it just really got to me. So I was like, I have to go. You've ruined me. Indigo. All right, is this going to ruin it? Bringing blue in? What am I thinking? Well,
Mike says, did both of you go to Cal Arts?
I mean, we visited. Does that count?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, we just visited. We didn't actually attend. Going back to sepia.
My college education cost me
$1.
Well, yeah. So when I went to COC, also known as COC, College of the Canyons, And my tuition was only $1 because I made no money, like hardly any, and I paid more for the parking than my actual tuition. So I think my total education for college, which I don't have a degree, I just have like a ton of credits. Although I probably do have enough to make a degree. I don't know.
No, please keep getting sidetracked.
Anyway, I probably have spent maybe like $2,000, I think, total on my education stuff.
I haven't spent anything. I'm saving us money.
Good job, Kimball. High five, bro.
I was just kind of bummed because a lot of my friends went to art school and they're still paying it off. And I mean, it's been 10, 15, 20 years, which is just annoying.
I mean, it's fine if they get a job that they really enjoy. But the worst is like when they're working retail still and they just have this education. I mean, it's not bad to work in retail. I'm just saying when you go to college
working
to learn a trade
and
then you can't get a job doing that, that's really frustrating.
Right. And that is the case for some, not all, but some.
No, especially if your friends all get jobs and shit. Like, no.
Right, that sucks too.
I don't know, that's such a tangent. Anyway, Eric says, Norman Allen, heat them and make the dripping painting of them.
I've done that.
For a recommendation on what to use with Crayola.
Yeah.
So what else other than paint pens can you use with them? Can you use colored pencils or no?
I don't know. I mean, it would scratch off the page. One thing you can do that I did forever ago. God, how did I do it? You color something. Maybe you color it with inks, and then you scribble over it with like black or like dark crayons, and then you scratch off the crayons, and like the color comes through.
Right.
That was fun to do as a kid. All right.
Mike says, thumbs up, red crayon. Little tip. Eric says, cold coffee, uke.
Well, I was in the mood. I remember the first time I had cold coffee, my brother gave it to me. I was probably like 13, 14. We were driving out to his place in Twin Falls, and we stopped to get a coffee before the big trip. And he gave it to me, and I took a sip, and I was like, well, God, that was cold. What are you thinking? He's like, yeah, it's called a nice coffee, sweetie. I'm like, oh, good. Now I love him.
That's what the sophisticates do. SK says, coffee cup emoji. And then Eric says, Mike, the emoji men. And then education costs €0 here. We know. Belgium's the best.
Yeah.
Mike says, at one time, all of my friends, everyone I worked with in live theater, my boss... Sorry, time out. At one time, all my friends, everyone I worked with at live theater, my boss, Ginger, all went to CalArts. CalArts has or had clothing optional pool. Really?
Beats the hell out of me. I didn't go.
Interesting. Maybe that's why Tim Burton liked going there.
Well, I did an art or a live drawing class there. It was my very first and only one. It was good. I was very intimidated because I was with a bunch of people that were very, very good at art. And I think I was like 22 maybe. And just trying to do life drawing after coming, like I said, doing all the comic book stuff, it was very difficult and I was very frustrated. Especially the guy next to me was drawing just like little tiny images all over his page and they looked flawless. And I was like, oh my God, how do you do it? I wasn't jealous, but I was like, oh my God, I have a lot of work to do. That's kind of how I felt about it.
Did you do the work?
Yeah. I did the work towards what I wanted to do. Laying in some basic colors on this birdie. We're going to leave that crown. We're going to pull out a couple of blues. Let's pick a darker blue. Cerulean. How do you look on this page? Kind of. What color did I just use? Who are you? Blue-green. Cerulean is too close. We need to do robin's egg and maybe a sea green. Robin's egg and sea green. I think that'll work. Robin's egg, sea green.
Okay, time out.
Whoa.
Things happening. Sorry. Chris says, oh, fireworks pictures were so much fun.
Fireworks pictures.
Fireworks pictures were so much fun.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Did I miss something? What did I miss? Chris, tell me what I missed.
I do like firework pictures.
Denise says, I'm obsessed with cold coffee, Kimball.
Me too. It's delicious.
And then Eric says, clothing only with friends, and for chopping beach, no way. Everyone loves a chopping beach.
A choppy beach. I am all about wearing clothes.
But most importantly, Maurice gave you €6 and said something nice, just not with buy us a coffee.
Thank you.
Thanks, Maurice. Oh, I got to heart it. There we go.
That is very kind.
I'm going to respond right here. Oh my gosh, everyone can see how bad I am at spelling. So appreciative. Thank you so much, Maurice.
Very much so. I need a dark...
chocolate. Eric says it means shopping. Chopping.
Ah, that makes more sense now. Looking for... I wish I knew these colors better. That's taking up a lot of time. I apologize for how long it's taking me.
Jenna says, hi Rocky and Kimball.
Hi. Just in time.
Not brought to you by Starbucks.
Not.
What is that brand of coffee you're drinking right now?
Ely.
Ely. The color of the bird you're drawing matches the color of the donation that Maurice made. Can you see that, Kimball? Look.
Oh, that's lovely. Very nice.
You're color coordinating with the comments, which is great. Chris says, where you put color on the page, then black crayon on it, and scrape it off to look like fireworks.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's cool.
Now we understand.
Oh, no. Now I get it. No, that is right. That is right. All right, there's a bird, and then should I give it? I'll do like brown and greenish legs, little twigglers.
Oh my gosh. For anyone who donates on the Buy Us a Coffee page, we do like a custom video response, and I think you can do up to like a minute or 30 seconds. I think it's 30 seconds. And the first time we did it, we did like three
it was
videos.
the second time, because the first time it like posted right away.
Oh, right. So the second time we did it, we did like 3 versions of the video for this person because it didn't look like it was posting. And then in the end, they posted all 3 of the videos. So we had like 3 versions, and I couldn't erase them. So it was like 3 versions.
He was like, thanks, I got them all.
I was like, this is stupid.
Well, it was fun.
I did one the other morning right after I woke up, and the first thing I saw was someone donated. So I hadn't even like stopped dreaming yet when I started leaving a message, and then I posted it and watched it back later. I was like, thank God I didn't say anything crazy. So I'm probably not going to do that anymore.
I was like, why wasn't I invited?
You were downstairs, and I was like, I had to like get on the moment right now.
That's true. I was downstairs.
Earlier today, Kimball was downstairs. I was up here editing, and I didn't want to get up and go downstairs, so I just called him. And after like 5 minutes, he's like, why are we on the phone?
I'm like, what? Who are we that we're doing this?
But we realized his little like cheap watch from Amazon allows him to talk on the phone, which we didn't know.
How cute are they? But yeah.
They're fine.
Well, whatever.
Let me see here. We have some comments. Maurice says, I like the red hair color, just cannot imagine the carpet matching the drapes. Well, you never know.
I mean...
It might be exciting. Eric says, all the rest of the time, I don't wear clothing. It's called naturisme.
I always wear clothing.
I much prefer to just sit in my underwear. But it's in the wintertime here, it's like a little too chilly to do that. So, summertime.
See, I'm of the mind of, oh, sure, I'm just going to lounge naked, and then someone's going to knock at the door, and I'm going to be like, go away!
And I'm like, answer it, I don't care.
No, not me. I'm like, no. This is reserved for mine and his eyes only, and the doctor's if need be.
There is definitely a time when I went out to get a package because the guy couldn't find the place, and I think I was just wearing my sweats, and I was in the middle of working out, and I was like, whatever, I'm not putting a top on. I went out and just like started walking through the streets to try to find this package.
And they found yours instead.
They did. Mike says, Mona, my mom, is coloring X. No kidding. From the moment she gets up in the morning to bed, it helps her with her pain. And you guys.
Oh, that's good.
Aw. Mona!
We're gonna do another coloring page next week. I'm just gonna probably do another bird because I want to kind of finish that page. I haven't finished it yet. Like I got 3 more to do.
Mike, do you and Mona watch the other channel, like the vlog of our daily lives, or is it just the art stuff? I'm very curious.
The Rocky and Kimball channel.
PB says, do you guys drink tea? Well, very interesting that you bring this up, because we literally just bought tea yesterday for the first time in years.
I was like, I don't know why, but I'm craving tea.
Did you already mention this on the stream?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god, I think that PB might be psychic.
Yeah, weird.
He's attuned to the case. Mike says, please say hi to Mona. Hi, Mona!
Hi, Mona. Mona, Mona. Mona, Mona. Hi.
Wait, I'll come around. We gotta say hi to Mona together.
Come around, sweetie. Come around.
Hi, Mona.
Hi, Mona. Oh, look at that.
That's all you get.
All the love.
Okay.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
SK says 1 + 1 = the buy me a coffee was from me. Oh, thanks, SK.
Oh, thank you.
Yay! Oh my gosh, you guys, so appreciative. You don't even know. You don't even know.
You don't know. You don't know. Or maybe you do know. I don't know.
Sebastian.
All right. Do I...
Sebastian.
Well, let's...
Say my name. Moonchild.
Yeah, we don't know.
Mike says, just the art stuff. Sorry. Oh, no. You don't have to apologize. I was just curious.
Quite all right.
Eric says, Mona, love you. And then Mike says, haha, thank you.
You're welcome. Let's get a subtle pink for the eyes. All right, let's bring some more pink into those cheeks. It's getting to that part where it's so waxy that it doesn't want to lay down any new color. Also, this is like, it's not cheap paper, I don't think, but it does pick up on the wax for some reason. So it like stops coloring every now and then. And we gotta work it.
If you use your finger to like rub it, does it make it more blended or no?
No.
Okay.
It's not like that.
Marie says pink eye.
Stink eye.
Oh my gosh, I had pink eye once. I got it from Wild Waters. I think I was from hanging on remember the little rails over where you'd get food? And it was like the queuing rails that people would go in like at the airport.
I went there twice and I barely remember it.
I'm pretty sure I got pink eye from that.
That's nasty.
It was fun. It was itchy eyes, darling.
Itchy eyes.
I just can't wait to see what kind of like ailments we get as we get older, Kimball. It's gonna be all sorts of just like a new day, a new ailment. You know what I mean?
You know, I can hold off on that one.
What's this pain I feel? Deep in my anus.
What is this feeling?
So sudden and new.
Just adding some darkness to everything. Just
touching you.
Oh my god. Just needed a little more contrast. And it was getting very all one value.
No one values you more than me.
Oh, that's sad. It's sweet, I guess. Whatever. I don't know. It's something, that's for sure.
Jenna says, I just watched the vlog in that cute little village you guys visited. I just love your humor. You both make me laugh. Such a beautiful place. Aw, thanks, Jenna.
It was lovely there. I think my favorite village, I really liked Ez.
Village.
But Rickwar and stuff, it was during, like, right after the big C. Kaka 2019-2020. But it was Rickwar and the other one, right near Colmar. It was really nice. Very cool place.
We weren't vlogging back then, but we filmed a lot. I might do something for Patreon with that footage.
Yeah. Show a little bit of...
when I get some time.
How we used to be. All right, let's get some
It's so funny. There's like literally so many videos I want to make. I just... I don't know when to do them.
If you could do one right now, what would it be?
I mean, I need
like
to
filmed or not, just what's one you'd want to do?
Well, I need to just do the one of announcing where we're moving because I want it to be done. I'm just tired of waiting.
So is everybody else. We've all moved on.
Yeah. Everyone's gonna be like, okay, great, who cares?
They're all la-di-da. We don't care.
I'm sure half of our audience will be like, bye. And we'll be like, okay.
It was fun while it lasted. What is this? I think he's basically done. I kind of want to do some kind of circle color behind him, but I don't know what color to do. I could do a green because there's no green and it goes nice with red. Should we do a green? Maybe like, can't really, like maybe like a yellow green. Circle thing, you're needed. There it is.
Mike says, in France, did you go to that French version of Taco Bell?
We did not.
I have no idea what that is, but I'm very curious now.
The French...
Can you elaborate?
French version of Taco Bell. It's probably better.
Eric says, this is a crow on acid, very trippy colors. And the Norman says, blue?
Well, I went greenish yellow.
Grello.
And that's why you're not allowed to name colors for Crayola.
I think I would do a good job.
Grello.
I'd be like, pee yellow.
Ew.
Wouldn't you? I would totally buy a pack of crayons that had, like, inappropriate adult names. Wouldn't you?
If they were good.
That'd be great. And the crayons are being amazing quality.
Yeah, I feel like it would just be too gimmicky that they wouldn't care about the quality of the crayon.
Well, that's why we need to do it. MJ says, Kimball, he needs some chest hair.
Does he?
He just used his Nair. Okay, he wasn't going to let it just sit in the cupboard.
He's a twink. I can give him a little chest hair. But see, now it's like, if I don't give it... Well, this is like coloring darker and lighter in spots. Apologies for the splotchiness. If I use red, then everyone's going to be like, okay, he doesn't dye his hair. But if I don't use red, then they're like, he dyes his hair. Also, all the characters that we made up, because he's like part of a big group of characters that we made up, and they all have different hair colors. And when working in art and creating characters, it's nice to have like a silhouette. So if they were all just silhouettes, you would know who they were. So they all have very distinctive silhouettes. Don't know why I told you that. It's not important. This crown is, well, okay, it's kind of a combo. I think it's mostly the paper is starting to like, it's picking up. You can't even see it, but it's picking up and not coloring. So I keep pressing harder, and then like the little paper fibers come off the tip of the crown, and then I get like dark splotches. That's fine though, we don't care.
Eric says, I have some circles for my measuring knitting needles.
A knitting needle. Episode of Ab Fab.
MJ says he looks too twinky.
Well, he is. He's like 20.
I think he's beautiful.
We can go with a reddish brown for some chest hair. Ooh, what color is that? We want you. Mahogany. Mahogany. Are you in the red one? Not that one. Whoa, you need to calm right down, lady. Mahogany, you're in here somewhere.
Are those fine enough to do chest hair?
I mean, it's just going to be the idea of chest hair. He's got a rash. It's fine. I don't want to do like my chest hair. It's like, I don't like it. Well, I think he's done.
Yay!
Oh, crowns are fun.
How do you feel about the Crayola crayons, Kimball, the 96? What would you have to say to Tip right now? If you go ahead and talk to Tip.
No.
Okay.
Tip to Tip. There are a lot of like purpley reds when you look at the swatch page. Like, don't need that many. I even threw some down here. Down here are the colors that I either don't use as much or don't work as well on smooth paper. They work nicely on this paper, though. It's good. I just, there's, like, these blues all in here. You can probably get rid of, like, 2 of them. Like, maybe that one and that one. These ones, so many colors that are just the same looking to me. It's like, if you're going to have that many, make them a little more varied. I don't know. But it is nice to have variety. Plus, if you want to melt the crown, if you got one that looks like another one, you can melt it down and do something fun with it.
Nurse Adrian says, "Hi, amazing creative men. Oh, no, not razor chest rash. LOL."
These things happen.
Eric says, "Next week, old sexy men, Kimball."
No.
Okay. And then Jenna says, "Yes. Excuse me. I can never get crayons to work properly for me. You are doing an excellent job.
Thank
I
you.
am much better with colored pencils with layering."
Me too. I'm like
Crayons are hard
layering.
to work with.
Layering isn't like my go-to coloring style, but it works. I mean, you definitely get a lot more richness, and like the variety of colors really make up like a nice rich color. But I don't know. I like to just press really hard and blend everything together. I'm just adding in some extra of this random color because that way it looks a little splotchy and more intentional.
Intentional.
I was going to use the heat gun on the back and just see how it looked, but I feel like it's going to melt my crayon too fast.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited. I just have until May 16th.
Almost there. So much free time coming at you.
Corporate life is behind me. Which is why every time someone gives us like a buy me a coffee or like subscribes to the channel or signs up for Patreon, I get so overwhelmed with gratitude. Well, I gotta take this down now.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm just taking my photo.
Okay.
My photo.
I'm gonna turn this off. Full screen. Where's full screen? There we are. Oh, sorry guys. Take your seasick pills.
Get out of my way, thing. Hi.
Hi.
Oh.
Oh, he's getting up.
Calm down. I haven't stood in days.
Calm down.
This is all very exciting. I know.
He's so cute. I love him. Am I in your way when I do this?
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Well, everyone wants to see.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Can you just...
Okay. Another one for the fridge, Kimball.
Oh my god. Who needs their sound on when taking photos? Boop. And that's gonna... Anybody else leave their mouth open when they're doing stuff like this? Like,
All right, Kimball. Well done.
Thank you. Oh, it's good times. I'm surprised I didn't leave crayons all over the place. I was trying very hard not to.
Some comments. Jenna says, I love oil pastels for blending colors, but they are messy, lol. And then Nurse Adrian says, always impressed by those who can draw and color within lines. Not my skill set.
It takes practice. And patience. Oh my gosh.
And then Nurse Adrian says, yay, you're going FTOF? What does that mean? FTOF.
For the...
I don't know what it means, but yes, we are. Mike says, oh, tacos is the French Taco Bell. Oh, interesting.
Oh, tacos.
And then Eric says, third glass now, bottle red wine almost empty. Well, things are getting interesting for Eric.
He's like, you're so good at what you do. It's all blurry and gorgeous together. Great blending. Just kidding.
All right. What else do you want to say? Are you looking for cues down there? What's happening?
I'm looking for ideas because you're putting me like on the spot. It's been an hour and 20.
No,
like,
what do you want to say?
I want to say thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you. I like my rings. Okay. I can put them back on now because I'm not coloring. And for those of you that didn't see, there's my rings. My jewels.
You'll see them next week on Friday's video or maybe Saturday, depending on how much time I have.
I think we are all done.
Okay.
It's really hot in here, like, ew. But thanks for hanging out with us. I hope you had a good time. Fun to see what you can do with some Crayolas. I'm going to have to practice with them a little bit more. I had a good time. My eyes are obviously wigging out from looking at white. My eyes are wigging out from looking at the bright light because I'm looking at your thumb and it looks like you have like neon orange going over the tip of it. So that's always a good sign.
Gotcha.
Is there anything you'd like to say, Rocky?
No, that's it.
Okay, well, hey. Love y'all, and we will see you next week when we finish... Well, not finish. When we do another... Oh, no, where did it go?
By the way, sorry the frame rate is so weird on this camera. I have no idea what's happening or why, but, you know.
Not my fault. I don't do the tech stuff. We'll do this next month. Oh, well, technically it will be next month. Next week. And it'll be that bird page that we were working on. That bird page. It's in here somewhere. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I mean, it's like the thumbnail from last week. Where's the bird? There it is. And we'll probably, I don't know, we can do strawberries, blabbleberries,
I think is the one. All right.
Okay, great. We'll do spring colors. It'll be fun.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good week, guys.
Cheers,
thank you so much.
Have fun.
And thank you so much again, Maurice, for the lovely donation. We appreciate it.
Thank you very, very much.
Just going to double check.
Double check, make sure that money went and make sure it cleared, Rocky.
No.
Just kidding.
I can't go back in the comments. That's lame. Time out.
I don't think people tuned in to watch me drink a coffee.
They may have. You never know.
Well.
Yes, Maurice. €6. Thank you, Maurice. And then also, thank you, Sebastian, for the lovely £10 donation as well. We love you guys tons, all of you, for watching and supporting, and we will see you in the next one.